According to multiple new reports over the last few days, President Biden is actually considering issuing blanket pardons to members of his administration, to people that he's friends with, I guess, and of course, basically to anyone that could find themselves on Donald Trump's enemy lists. And the pardons are not because he thinks these people have committed crimes and, oh God, they're going to go to jail. That's not what this is about. These would be pardons for people who have clearly done nothing wrong other than piss off Republicans, and Biden doesn't want them to spend the next few years of their lives being drained of time and resources with phony investigations that Donald Trump is clearly going to launch once he gets in office. These people could include Liz Cheney, which, for the record, I don't give a damn about Liz Cheney, and I do not think she should get any kind of pardon. She's a member of one of the most horrible political families in the United States. If they're going to make her life hell, frickin' do it. Just because we have a common enemy with Liz Cheney does not mean we have common goals. I do not want her to get a pardon. Other people could include General Mark Milley, who, of course, served on the Joint Chiefs when Donald Trump was president, made an enemy of Donald Trump with the truths that he laid out in the lead up to the election. So Mark Milley, sure, go ahead and give him a blanket pardon to protect him from Donald Trump trying to ruin his life. Another person is Dr. Anthony Fauci. We all know how much Republicans hate Fauci. And yes, the man has not done anything wrong. They have tried for years to try to pin anything on him. Go ahead and give Fauci a pardon and let him be on his merry way. Adam Schiff. Donald Trump has talked forever about wanting to go after Adam Schiff. Shifty Schiff, as he calls him. Go ahead and give him a pardon. Why not, right? And then, of course, you have the 60 people that are on Kash Patel's enemy list from his 2022 book, Government Gangsters. And there's a whole host of other people, of course, that this administration will go after. Now, I'm actually okay with the idea of blanket pardons for nearly all of these people, except for Liz Cheney, of course. The rest of them, sure, go ahead, why not? They haven't done anything wrong. But therein lies the problem, right? The Supreme Court says the acceptance of a pardon is tantamount to an admission of guilt. A concession, if you will, that yes, I did something wrong, that is why I'm accepting it. And because of that, they're no longer entitled to Fifth Amendment protections if they have to testify about anything that could be related to anything that they were pardoned for. So it does come with a risk, and it comes with, I guess that stigma. But for most of these individuals, that's not going to be a problem. And it would, in fact, protect them from the weaponization of the DOJ that is coming under Donald Trump. Question is, where do you draw the line? Because even if you look at Kash Patel's list of 60 people that he wants to go after, you pardon all of those people, do you think they're just going to sit there and be like, oh, shucks, now we got to do real work for the next 4 years? No. They'll have a list of 60 new people within the next hour. And if you pardon those people too, they'll have another list of 60 people an hour later. That list will continue for eternity. So no matter how many people you pardon, there will always be new people put on that enemy's list. The only way this plan could be successful is something that can't even happen, which would be President Biden issuing a blanket pardon covering every second of everybody's life from the moment of birth to the moment he signed the paper for every single person in this country, which of course would mean everybody who's ever committed any crime anywhere, anytime at the federal level, you're all free to go. And for obvious reasons, you can't do that. So I kind of like the idea of blanket pardons, because Trump will try to make people's lives hell, but at the same time, that puts us on a slippery slope, man, to where you eventually just have to pardon every single person in this country so that Trump can't just continue going to the next person on the list.